John Small. And in this video, I want to talk to you about the heavy bag. Let me first just say, I think there's two ways that you can really approach striking in general, philosophically speaking. The first is big, strong, powerful, hammering with a lot of strength and a lot of force and just driving through that target like a truck. The second is one where you take the energy of your body and you really generate as much acceleration and speed into your striking weapon as you can, so that by the time it reaches the target, it's striking more like a bullet. So it's not to say one way or the other is a better approach. Whatever knocks your opponent down, hey. But for me, I like to think more in terms of the second approach, speed, really generating the acceleration, but also adding the idea that I want to be able to put that power, all that force that I can into it. So really what it comes down to is generating the acceleration and the speed, but at that moment of impact, I really am not thinking of striking with my fist. I'm thinking of striking with my body. My fist just is the point of impact. So my weight is really shifting into the strike at that moment of contact, and it's a well-focused point of impact. If you check out my weapons conditioning video, I highly recommend it when you get into working with a heavy bag and striking hard and you want to know how to have your weapons well conditioned for it. But I also speak of, as you're starting out, it's really good to just practice just touching the thing. Just really developing that pinpoint accuracy and focus into your target. Now this heavy bag is probably older than I am. I don't know. I remember it all my life. It's settled a lot, stuffing down here, so it's real hard and heavy down there. You can see not a lot of give at all, as opposed to up here. Much softer in the places where I strike. Depending on how your heavy bag is or how hard it is, obviously might depend on your approach to training. So, and that's the beautiful thing about a heavy bag. You know, it's old canvas. To me, it's just a blank canvas, and I think that as a training aid, it's your opportunity to really develop your own self as an artist in ways that you like. The combinations that you practice and develop. There's no set rules necessarily. Your opportunities to be creative can really happen here. So it's great to look at it that way. Moving on to combinations. I think a great thing to consider when developing as a martial artist or any type of combatant or even any type of athlete is music. I think music can really be beneficial to practice and study in that regard. You really start to train and learn about rhythms and beats and those kinds of things, different tempos. And when you develop a certain mastery over that, that gives you an advantage in being able to sort of take control of those different sort of things. So when I get into work in various combinations and such, I like to think in those terms. So in practicing the heavy bag, I may start off doing just some regular striking, that kind of thing, moving on to various other weapons, my round fists, shoe-dos, back fists can work great, elbows, knees. I'm not gonna get into kicking this today because this isn't fully grassed. It's dirt. I don't want to really make this all grimy. I'll probably bring a mat out sometime, do a separate kicking video on this. But you get the idea. You practice your strikes in a whole variety of ways, and then start working into some combos, however you might like to put them together. And when I do a lot of combos, for me personally, I tend to go with sort of a striking followed by that thrusting, punching kind of weapon. So I'll do like a lot of back fist kind of things. And there you can maybe start to see the rhythm kind of thing. You start off with what's comfortable to you as far as getting the motion, putting it together. And as you get used to what you want to do, whether you're going high or low, where you're going, each strike, how you're striking, punch, round hit, tetsui, which can come in a variety of ways. But putting together combos for yourself and then working to throw the rhythm around, so boom, 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 and then boom, 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 boom. You can jack the numbers up. Boom, 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 boom. Build the numbers up as many as you want to put into a combination. You get the idea. Really play around. As I say, it's a blank canvas. It's your place to be an artist. Just throw your things down. Throw your paint down, so to speak. And you can practice with specific purpose as well. So, for example, I think that this is a great place. I really like practicing the double punch with the heavy bag, sort of thing. And there, you practice your strikes one at a time, as you may need to in that regard. Put one together, and the other. Start putting them both together. Separate them, bring them closer. Both sides, of course. Don't be neglectful of your opposite side. And then another activity I really enjoy with a heavy bag, and this kind of circles back around to what I was saying in the beginning about really learning to strike with your body, not with your fist or your elbow or whatever it may be. Striking with your body. The fist is just the delivery system. And that's Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch. So, and the way he does it, starting like this, really just learn to just try to drop your energy into that thing. From that position where you have your hands out. One side, then the other. A little weak on that one, missed my target some. So, from there, I build off of that. And really think in terms of developing that straight and striking jab, that real stiff kind of jab. I'll start out a little farther here. And I think in that same 1-inch punch, actually, go this way, so facing you. I'll think in that same 1-inch punch fashion where I'm not, as I go in, I'm not gonna draw the hand back and set and drive my strike forward to maximize my energy and velocity. You're not counting on maximizing your velocity in this strike. You're counting on really being able to strike with the body and use that force. So that same 1-inch punch, I'll step back a little farther, it's not like here, and then practice just advancing in my whole body, projecting that strike right through, and then I'll take it farther back. Work my way from greater and greater distances. So I really enjoy working that kind of exercise as well. Anyways, I think that probably gives you some ideas on working with a heavy bag. So I'll wrap it up with that. どうもありがとうございました。さよなら。